Is it time to buy or sell the SPDR S&P 500 ETF? In this video, we will explore the SPDR S&P 500 ETF in detail. Our initial report was published on our website on Thursday, the 10th of July, 2025, and we are here to provide you with an even more comprehensive analysis. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the like button, and turn on the notification bell to stay informed about our latest analysis. You won't want to miss any critical updates that could influence your investments. Improve your trading decisions by trying our newly launched AI stock analysis tool, powered by GPT-4, available at StockInvest.us. Harness the capabilities of AI and receive free price predictions and in-depth analysis for any one among 45,000 companies worldwide today. Please remember that this video is for informational purposes only and should not be regarded as financial advice. Since the 27th of May, 2025, our system has ranked the SPDR S&P 500 ETF as a buy candidate, assigning it a score of 4.73. Now, let's examine the ETF's performance during this time frame. The ETF has experienced a gain of 5.86%. This equates to an average return of 0.19% per day since it was designated as a buy candidate. The exchange-traded fund is situated within a strong upward trend in the short term, and further increases within this trend are anticipated. The current 3-month trend indicates a potential change of approximately 16.62% over the next 3 months, with expected returns ranging between 11.61% and 21.08%. Analyzing the longer term, our 12-month evaluation shows a projected change of about 5.38%. Our calculations suggest that the stock's performance could vary from negative 15.04% to positive 5.27% over the coming year. In current terms, this would place the future price somewhere between $531.70 and $658.83. Our latest daily update for the SPDR S&P 500 ETF includes the headline, Green Day on Thursday for SPDR S&P 500. The SPDR S&P 500 ETF price increased by 0.282% on the last trading day, which was Thursday, the 10th of July, 2025, rising from $624.06 to $625.82. During this trading day, the ETF fluctuated by 0.622%, reaching a low of $623.01 and a high of $626.89. The price has risen in 7 out of the last 10 days and has increased by 3.08% over the past 2 weeks. Volume decreased on the last day by 6 million shares, resulting in a total of 54 million shares being traded for approximately $33.52 billion. It is important to note that falling volume alongside rising prices can indicate divergence and may serve as an early warning of potential changes in the coming days. Over the past 52 weeks, the highest price of the ETF was $626.89, while the lowest price was $481.80. Currently, the price is 0.17% or $1.06 below the 52-week high of $626.89, which is also the all-time high for the ETF. In today's market landscape, the SPY ETF is drawing significant attention amid a backdrop of positive sentiment. With hopes of further Federal Reserve's interest rate cuts and the allure of AI-driven momentum, large-cap and growth ETFs are becoming hotspots for investor interest. This trend suggests short-term bullishness for the SPY, as investors flock to the perceived stability and growth potential of large-cap stocks typically represented in the S&P 500. Notably, Wall Street strategist Marianne Bartels anticipates a potential 12% rally in the S&P 500 by year-end, which could further bolster the SPY's performance. As the markets show resilience with buying pressure, particularly after a decline in initial jobless claims, traders may view this as a bullish indicator leading to increased investments in the SPY. However, caution remains, as some analysts report a sideways market trend, suggesting that the absence of a major catalyst could temper immediate volatility. The SPY may face challenges if traders are hesitant in the absence of clear directional signals. Over the longer term, consistent buying patterns and a bullish outlook can enhance the SPY's value particularly if the anticipated Federal Reserve cuts materialize, fueling further growth in large-cap sectors. This combination of institutional confidence and positive market sentiment could contribute to a sustained upward trajectory for the SPY in the coming months. The following signals have been identified for SPDR S&P 500 ETF. There are mostly positive signals in the chart today. The SPDR S&P 500 ETF holds buy signals from both short and long-term moving averages, indicating a positive forecast for the ETF. Additionally, there is a general buy signal from the relationship between the two signals, where the short-term average is above the long-term average. On any downward corrections, there will be support from the lines at $622.01 and $602.37. A breakdown below either of these levels will trigger sell signals. A buy signal was issued from a pivot bottom point on Monday, April 21, 2025, and so far it has risen 21.75%. Further increases are indicated until a new top pivot has been discovered. Furthermore, there is a buy signal from the 3-month Moving Average Convergence Divergence, or MACD. Volume decreased during the last trading day despite rising prices, creating a divergence between volume and price, which may serve as an early warning. The ETF should be monitored closely. Here are some other signals you might find interesting. Moving Average Convergence Divergence, buy signal. Pivots, buy signal from 56 days ago. Bollinger, buy signal from 5 days ago. Short-term moving average, buy signal from 14 days ago. Long-term moving average, buy signal from 53 days ago. The relationship between the short and the long moving averages indicates a buy signal from 49 days ago. If we examine the 12-month chart, we find short moving average, buy signal from 54 days ago. Long-term moving average, buy signal from 42 days ago. The relationship between the short and the long moving averages shows a buy signal from 31 days ago. Remember to visit our page at StockInvest.us if you want to discover more signals. Support, risk, and stop loss for SPDR S&P 500 ETF. SPDR S&P 500 finds support from accumulated volume at $617.95. This level may present a buying opportunity, as an upward reaction can be expected when the support is tested. Generally, this ETF exhibits very controlled movements, and with good liquidity, the risk is considered quite low. Over the past day, the ETF moved $3.88 between its high and low, reflecting a change of 0.622%. For the past week, the ETF has experienced an average daily volatility of 0.711%. Now let's discuss some potential day trading levels for the SPDR S&P 500 ETF. There's no significant resistance from accumulated volume above, which means the ETF could move upward swiftly under the right conditions. In this case, you might want to enter a position and use volume to determine when to exit. On the downside, the SPDR S&P 500 ETF encounters its first support level at $617.95. If this support level holds, it could be a good entry point, anticipating a rebound. Our recommended stop loss is set at $607.92, reflecting a decline of 2.86%. This exchange-traded fund exhibits very low daily fluctuations, resulting in minimal risk. However, the 14-day relative strength index is at 82, which significantly increases the potential risk. A buy signal has emerged from a pivot bottom identified 55 days ago. Is the SPDR S&P 500 ETF a good buy? Several short-term indicators, along with an overall positive trend, suggest that we may be looking at a buying opportunity. There is a reasonable chance for the SPDR S&P 500 ETF to perform well in the near future. After assessing the volatility and movements from the last trading day, our analysis indicates that the current price appears to be overvalued. For trading on Friday, the 11th of July, we anticipate that the SPDR S&P 500 ETF will open lower by approximately 58 cents, starting at $625.24. We remind you that trading involves a high risk of losing money, and that you should consult a financial advisor before buying or selling any securities. It is important not to base your investment decisions on StockInvest.us. By utilizing this information, you acknowledge and accept responsibility for your own investment choices. This is our current perspective on the exchange-traded fund. Do you agree or disagree? We invite you to comment below and share your insights. What is your target for the exchange-traded fund? Remember to like and subscribe. We wish you successful trading and hope you have a wonderful day from all of us here at Stock Invest.